Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Music Monday. How are we doing today? How is everyone? Welcome on in, cutie pets. How are you doing? Casually gets popcorn. Popcorn's a pretty good snack. Honestly, okay. Popcorn might actually be my favorite snack of all time. I like watching movies, and so it's kind of my go-to a lot of the time. But yeah. Today, I thought we would do something a little interesting. We're just gonna write. Now, freaking jump scare. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump scare you. Hi, welcome on in, everyone, to the stream. We're not ASMR, we're just being really quiet right now. I'm doing good. What about you? It's been a long day. To say the least, it's been an absolutely long day. And the week ahead, it's not looking any better. But that's okay. That's okay because we got Music Monday, and I got some stuff that I really want to share. I finished that song from 2 weeks ago. Finally. Well, okay, I say finished. It's the draft is finished. So we still got to make an instrumental for it. We still got to do harmonies and whatnot, all that fun jazz, the nuances of actually making music. But I'm excited to share it right now because I got it loaded up, ready to play. I'll sort of go over it and what the thought process is behind it, as well as sort of how it came to be. I talked about this before, but I really want to talk about it again because this song has been an earworm for me today. I recorded the vocals last night for this. And it has been stuck in my mind ever since. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's just jump right in. Move on over to gaming. Whoop. Sweet. All right, so this song is called Complexities. It'll make a little bit more sense when we listen to it, but let's just go ahead. Chat, I need channel anniversary ideas, November 7th. You could do something involving people that come by. I don't know. I'm not really good at that stuff. The most basic answer I would give is probably a charity live stream. Simply for the fact that if you set it up right, it can be really fun for both of you and the people who watch. I've done them before in the past. Usually I do them around this time of year, specifically like end of October. But the past couple of years, I just have been so busy, I haven't been able to. But I would like to start that back up again. But with that being said, let's go ahead and let's just hear this song very quickly. I want to... Yeah, I've just been really feeling this song. It's only piano and vocals at the moment, but I would love to build it out today.
I walk a path alone, the one that I have known, walking on for hours, brushing past desires, but something's on my mind.
It doesn't let me stream.
I can't seem to find why the thoughts don't go away.
Maybe, I guess, doing something to celebrate the anniversary itself. So, like, would that be like a Minecraft build of like a birthday cake with 2 candles on it? Something like that.
If I deserve that life, I'm not used to complexities.
Banger
Don't
alert.
believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown.
I really like how it's sounding. Oh, thank you, Apple. I am too. This song has been like itching at my head for 2 to 3 weeks now.
A reflection of the sun, you shine your light where there's none. Ignited something deep in me. I feel a part has been set free. I never chase a flame. Got burned too much from that game, but when I look into those eyes, something makes me want to try.
Good thing I'm wearing my headphones.
The chains slowly fade.
That's the best way to experience
I
it.
think that I might deserve this life. I'm not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown. I've kept my heart on hold. Learned that one still burns cold, and you can melt away the ice. The road ahead is rough. I feel I'm not enough for you, but maybe give it time. I'm not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown.
Yeah, that's my little song that I've been working on. Like an earworm. This thing has been bothering me for the past couple of weeks. This is 100% going to be stuck in my head. Apple, any song I write gets stuck in your head. But honestly, that really is flattering to me. I'll tell you the story behind this. So, much like what I wanted to do today, we might not actually get around to it because this kind of relates to it, but I asked myself like one day, what am I feeling? Like what if I were to like process my thoughts and put them down into a melody, what would they sound like? And so what ended up coming of it was these really complex but really nice chords. I love that put into a movie. I would love for this to be put in a movie. This kind of sounds like something that would go in like a rom-com movie or something. You aren't wrong, Lil. Lots of your songs do get stuck in my head. Steals it and puts it in as background music from movies and skits. Unfortunately, it's not done yet, so I wouldn't recommend that. But so, yeah, I sat with these chords for a little bit because I wanted to, or I guess the way the chords came about was internally, what I was processing was a lot of confusion. And so it was sort of interesting to put this all into music because I literally sat down at the piano. I'm like, what on earth do I write? At first, I started playing just very simple chords, some of the stuff that I usually do. But I was like, no, I'm not feeling that. So I started shifting stuff around. I did some different stuff. And I landed on this really interesting chord progression. So it's an A6, A major 6, F sharp minor 7th, and E suspended 2, adding the 4, and an F minor 7. F sharp minor 7, my bad. And normally I don't write chords like this because it's not really my style. And the fact that we have like some very interesting, like, where is it? I think it's in the second chord here. It's dissonant. It contrasts itself. But I liked it because it wasn't normal. It didn't feel like something I would usually write, which is sort of how I was feeling at the time. So I sat down with these chords, and I was like, okay, what's on my mind? What can I write about? And one of the first things that came to mind was the idea that these emotions are complex, and I don't know how to deal with them. So I'm like, okay, how do I make this an interesting song? Well, let's give it a little love spin. Let's make this about a person. So that's sort of how the lyrics came out. And this is a song that started to, as it took form, really started to, it's not about a person per se, it's about me. It's from my point of view. Like the lyrics go, I walk a path alone, the one that I have known, walking on for hours, brushing past desires. But something's on my mind, and I can't seem to find why the thoughts don't go away. I hope they're not here to stay. Basically, it's just like, I've got something on my mind. I don't know what it is, but I want to get rid of it. And it's just, loving the context. I know it's great, and I think it really helps sort of explain like where the song is, because it's very much a I guess in this instance it's a love song. It's um about that desire to find someone. And I'm currently at the point in my life where I'm fine on my own. I work two jobs, mind you. I have my regular 40-hour full-time job, and then whenever I'm not doing that, I come home and I write music for commissions, for projects and stuff like that. That's my second source of income. And then in between both of those really big things, I sprinkle in some streams. I play some games with friends in order to keep that social life. Um, and so I'm like, yeah, I feel really busy at the moment. I don't think I can have something like that. And so that's sort of what I wrote the song about. Like, if we go to the pre-chorus, I feel myself start to close and ask myself if I deserve that life. Sort of taking the what if and expanding on it. So the what if I wanted it, would I deserve it? And it's just stuff like that that really makes my songs mine. Is that I tend to take a lot of the what ifs and I play with them. I see where they go. And as for the melody, last time we streamed, we had the first verse and the chorus done, but we were struggling so much on a pre-chorus, and I was trying so hard to figure out how on earth to make this sound good because it's like such a weird timing and a weird rhythm. But I think I did. I think it's pretty good for what it is, and it transitions nicely from the really low register into like the more floaty register.
Why the thoughts don't go away? I hope they're not here to stay. I feel myself start to close and ask myself if I deserve that life. I'm not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind.
I also just really like this chorus in general. The first part of it just came out of nowhere to me. I literally was just like thinking. I had the chords on repeat and I was just typing stuff down on my computer. And mind you, the whole song came off of the idea of I'm not used to complexities. I think complexities was the first word that sparked from these chords. And it makes sense when you think about them. They're not your standard like 3-note chord. We have like 4 notes here. We have a diminished here. We have chords that shift through the pattern. It's, to put it simply, it's complex. It's not as straightforward as would seem, and I don't know why it just stuck with me. I was like, yeah, I want to work on this. And then for the second half of the chorus, that part came pretty naturally. Because it goes, I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown. Basically, yeah, it's complex. I don't know what it is, but I feel it. That's like I can feel something inside and I know that it's real. And then the second half of that, just the maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown. That came off of the love twist and the way that I wanted it to flow and to reflect itself. The second chorus is where we struggled a lot. I remember last time we were streaming this particular project, I was having so many like writer's block issues because nothing was lining up the way I wanted to. I was talking about how the syllables line up. I'm actually gonna go, okay, I'm gonna put the chords on in the
Don't
background.
know how.
Hang on. I'm gonna put the chords on in the background just while we talk about the lyrics here, because it sort of keeps the idea going, keeps the momentum going. But yeah, there's a very specific pattern of I walk this path alone, the one that I have known, walking on for hours, brushing past desires. And just basically like this unstressed stress to start off a line. So if we scroll up, I walk, but some, and then for the chorus, I'm not, and then I don't. So when it came to the second verse, I had this line that I really wanted to use, but I didn't know how to like fit it in, because it was a reflection of the sun. So it had two unstressed syllables before the first stressed, and it was a challenge trying to get that to work. But what we ended up doing was switching around the lyrics in order to make it fit a little better. Because originally it started out with the line, I'd never chase a flame, got burned too much from that game. But when I look into those eyes, something makes me want to try. That was originally how the second verse was supposed to start, but we changed it for rhythmic reasons. It just feels a little better. And the one part that I haven't shared yet, because this is the new part, the bridge. I was fumbling around with the bridge as well for a long time trying to get that to work. But I think I really like what I settled on. I've kept my heart on hold. I've learned that warmth still burns cold. You can melt away the ice. It's kind of a weird oxymoron in a way, and that's what I really like about it, is that it contradicts itself. Warmth can still burn cold. And then the second part of that is a little more straightforward, but the road ahead is rough. I feel I'm not enough for you, but maybe give it time. Basically, this is a self-admission of, hey, I have faults, but I'm willing to try. I'm willing to bend over backwards, if you will. And I think that's something that a lot of people graze over in relationships these days, is the fact that you need to try. You need to consistently keep trying in order to keep a relationship alive. And I don't know. So yeah, that's where we are with the lyrics of this track. I really like it. I think it's beautiful. It's got to me the same vibes currently as Airports, which I don't know if I want it to. There's also been some stuff happening behind the scenes with Broken Mirrors as a whole, like project-wise, and like the songs that are both in it and not in it currently. Stuff will be changing. Stuff will definitely be changing. And I think I said this last time, but this is not a Broken Mirrors 2 song. If anything, it would be a Broken Mirrors 3 song, which I haven't even began to discuss yet, but you know, that's the state of things. That's where we are with stuff. Is I'm writing both of these albums simultaneously for two. I don't even know what the word I'm trying to find is to describe like how this project is going. The lyrics to your songs are always really good. Always love that they have meaning behind them. I love putting meaning behind them. And I think one thing we'll start doing for the next album, not Broken Mirrors 2, but Broken Mirrors 3, is the lyrics are going to start changing. The way they're said, what they symbolize, it's going to be very different. But that's a little secret that I will not share just yet. I won't say why, but it's going to be different in a good way. We're exploring ideas, and I'm so excited because this project is everything to me. And I don't know how long I'm going to be doing it, but I already have like ideas for like where I want stuff to like sort of go. And it's probably going to change, most likely. But at least I have a roadmap and I have an idea as to what I want. Now the problem is I need to find time to do this stuff. But either way, let's go ahead and let's start working on this because I've had ideas I've been sitting on all day and I just haven't had the time to Sorry, hang on, I got a weird notification on my watch. What is happening? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Yeah, Twitch just sent me a weird notif. But yeah, so I've been thinking about this. I've been sitting on it. And I think depending on how this instrumentation goes, we'll decide where it actually sits in the story of everything. So I've been fumbling around with ideas for a bit. I have these strings I've been trying to play with. I don't think they sound good just yet.
Noise to complexities. I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown.
Because I think once we get the chorus down, we'll be able to like sort of backtrack and find our way through this. This needs a bass, which I mean we're just gonna pull it from the main chords.
Noise to complex.
I think this can probably go.
Cities. I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown.
Something sounds off about that. Let me hear this with just the chords. I know. I know what the problem is. Yep, there it is. I found the problem. It's the fact that it thinks that we are wanting to hold those notes. Let's try that one more time. There we go, that's a lot better.
But I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown.
Are there any songs that I like want to reference for this? I actually don't have any ideas for like how I want to reference this. I think maybe could be a bit of a stretch, but I think the one that comes to mind for like referencing this style of music would probably be Leve. I think her music would probably be a good outline for this. She does, at least from what I've heard. I don't listen to her consistently, but I think her music lines up pretty well with ideas that we're working with here. Complex chords, a more softer cinematic feeling. I know she's really good at that. So I don't know. I need to listen to her newest album. What's it called? A Matter of Time, I think. I haven't gone around to listen to it yet, or I haven't heard the full album. I've heard like maybe 2 tracks, but okay. So I want to keep playing with ideas. I'm not going to solidify that just yet. I wanted to. Okay, so I had this idea of a guitar, an electric guitar, but I need to find a good sample for it. Because these chords, I will not be able to play. I will not be able to play myself. So we are just gonna try our best to do what we are gonna do. I don't know if that makes any sense, but we're gonna make things work. What am I thinking? No. Maybe? We need to hear this in context. Basically, the plan is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and we're going to do a little bit of this. We've done this on a few tracks before, just to sort of create like this staggering feeling. Whoa. I'm actually not liking the sound of this anymore. Maybe that? Let's try that. I think we probably want this on like a 30-second grid. Maybe. See how that sounds. The problem is trying to find that good guitar sound. That's going to be the rough part. I guess? I'm not entirely sold on that one. I think part of the way to sell this is we gotta mess with the velocity a little bit. Also not liking how that's spaced. We're gonna go ahead and avoid that. We're gonna make it a lot... Yeah, let's try that. Okay, I like that, but the sound, once again, not liking. So we're gonna keep searching. Hard pass. I think I've used this one in the past. Let's hear it. Not the biggest fan of that. There's something going on here that I gotta figure out. What are you? It's you, isn't it? Oh, it did something, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in that one. I'm not entirely sure yet. So here's just a regular Stratocaster. Okay, let's get rid of that delay effect. Yeah, honestly, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We might go ahead and put some effects on it, though. Maybe. But what I also want to do is I want to look at the second sample very quickly. It's a very clean guitar sound. Take it down the octave for me. Okay. It's something. We'll start off with that, and let's go ahead and let's put on a Guitar Rig 6. See if we can manage to make the sound a little more interesting. Because, I mean, cool. Like, it sounds clean. That did absolutely nothing to it. Input source, we're looking for a guitar. power tone? I don't think so. Hang on. If we get rid of that delay... No, I'm not liking it anymore. We're gonna nip that idea.
Complexities, I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. Not used to complexities, I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine.
Yeah, okay, I'm actually liking it in the higher octave. It stands out just a little bit more.
Not used to complexities, I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind.
Yeah, okay. That's not too bad.
Somehow made me change my mind.
Let's go ahead and let's just copy that over. Let me go ahead and bring this up just a tiny bit more. And what I want to do is I want to put a... Let's take a look at our pre-made filters here for guitars. It's all acoustic guitars. That's fair. 54 range compression. What's that going to do? What's that going to sound like?
Not used to complexities, I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown.
Yeah. I'm liking the general sound of that. Now, will it stay like this? There's a good chance that it might not. I might actually pick up my guitar and like figure out what the chords are for this track in particular. I might go ahead and replace that with actual instrumentation. But I think for now it's a good stand for what I'm looking for and the general feel. I want more pads. It's not an in-your-face song. It's more like a general like flow. I genuinely don't know how to describe it. So with that being said, let's look through Omnisphere again. Let's see what we got. I'm just gonna take a look at the pads and strings. Not entirely opposed to that. Hang on, let's hear how this sounds. I'm gonna put this over chorus too.
Not used to complexities, I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels.
I'm gonna put a pin in that one. And I have a few reasons for doing that. It sounds good, but I don't want to keep using instruments that I constantly keep going back to. This one being one of like 20. As much as I like it, it fits the vibe, but I don't think it's really fitting the exact sound that I'm looking for. So we'll put a pin in that for now, but there's a good chance we might not come back to it. What else do we have that I could like take a look at? Let's hear this very quickly. It's gonna sound a little breathy, but let's try it.
Not used to complexities, I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels. it's real. Maybe if I'm
gonna put this over here for a second. I want to hear it with a bass line in it. There's a good chance it might not sound good, but I want to try. We'll see how this goes. All right, let me hear it.
It's too complex, not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny. Seeing how you shine. So
I like it. And of course we ran out. Yeah, no, that's fair. We are pulling a lot here.
somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown. I've kept my heart.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll keep that. I gotta find a place for it that I want it to like actually sit. But I'm thinking that this track will not have a whole lot of rhythm to it. It's very just like go with the flow. I know I've said that before, but I mean, I'm trying to. This is more about me and trying to re-emphasize the point to me, making sure that I don't lose the vision. So if I say stuff on repeat, it's because I'm trying to process it in my brain. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not drifting away from what I'm trying to do. Like that, for example. Holy crap. I love shopping for samples. None of these are really speaking to me the way I want it to. Okay, I'm gonna do something a little weird. We're gonna backtrack to Broken Mirrors 1, because I want to, or I guess it's Broken Mirrors. I want to look at the instruments that I've used for that, just because, I don't know. Like, okay, let's take a look at Broken Mirrors, for example. The
These broken lies never
title track.
can be fixed. For years I've tried, but the problem
For the most part, this is
as the walls all crack,
piano.
As the roof comes down, I feel it all push my past back, 'cause I still hear her. She's the lie that I lived. I'm such a fool.
Then we got like a rhythmic bounce going for that guitar. Sleepless Nights, I believe, is also mainly piano. I hear a kick drum going in the background.
Now what else comes next? Will I stay in bed nights?
We got a plucky guitar sound, which I think was also used on I think it might have been used on Without You, or maybe it's a different one. Keep in mind, I have not opened up these project files for Broken Mirrors in 2 years. 2 years? Yeah, it's been 2 years. Crazy. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just don't have the time to do that. I don't have time to look back on stuff like that, stuff like this anymore. Same with like the Minecraft Reimagined stuff, the Champions of the Universe stuff, the Take a Break stuff. I go back to Worlds Beyond Our Own every once in a while, looking for inspiration. Okay, this one's just guitar. What about here?
My friends are trying to shout. They keep saying I need to let go. Lead to Rex. My friends are
The thing that I was really going for with these instrumentals is just having them be something I could play live. So I was more focused on making them simpler and their instrumentation sound a bit more real.
I stayed up all night.
And then we have some songs like My Apology, which just completely break that mold.
To make it up to you. And maybe it was
There's a pad under that.
to reach out my hand. Oh, I thought we were closer after.
Oh, what's it called? I knew what it was called.
We've done.
Hello, I would love to spell. That'd be great.
Looking back clearly, I was the only.
No, that's not it. That's it. I found it. That was pretty easy. What else? Here, let's keep scrolling through this just for ideas. See, I've got that delayed guitar.
Your words, I feel lost without you. And what did you do? You made the distance growing wide.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and open up the Broken Mirrors the Without You project file in particular, because I feel like there's a lot of interesting stuff that happens in that particular one, and I just sort of want to take a look at that again. Where is it? Holy crap. It's been so long since I've opened that project file too. What I call it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, no, I just skipped over the WI. I was like, why am I going from like WA to WE? Or WH or whatever. Alright, let's get the song loaded up. I want to focus on the instrumental of this, because I feel like this instrumental in particular can be very helpful for figuring out what we're trying to do. Figuring out how we're trying to go about this track that we're building. Because as I said, I've got no references. Yes, I know some inputs are missing. Last time I opened this file was on a different computer. Of course they're going to be missing. Alright, let's take a look at what's happening here. I don't remember having battery for this track, so I don't know exactly what happened on that front. Either way, I'm pretty sure this would sound nice if they were panned. But I don't think they are. Bring in bass. What is the bass instrument here? Phasey baritone guitar. Okay. Another plucky guitar. And this is what I was really trying to find. Why is this frozen? Do I want to know why it's frozen? Hang on, unfreeze it. Let me... What's going on here? I know that sound. It's, yeah, the baritone guitar, but it's got a longer attack on it. Huh, wonder why that's frozen. And then it's just everything. I think that's it. Everything else just sort of combines and mixes together on top of that. I like that delay effect. Ding, ding, ding. know what's really funny is that after all of this... Hang on, let's just expand everything. After all of this, I still couldn't get down the vocals. But you know what? Okay, I think there's some, like... There's something to say about the fact that it took me so long to, like, actually know how to do my vocals. I mean, this was the first. The first of the first. And we've come a long way since then. Like, look at this versus Finding Yourself. It's truly a big difference. But yeah, no, I want to take some of those ideas. We use a lot of this guitar. Is it this one? No, that's the piano. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, the phasey baritone guitar. I don't know if I want to use it in this track, but I think I'll definitely consider it. Don't save. I don't want to touch that file. I'm afraid that I'm going to mess it up. That's like a relic frozen in history. We really are not going to be able to touch it. What happened to you? Okay, it's fine. It's whatever. What do we have up here? Was it? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Let me go ahead and I want to try that technique of having like the phasey baritone with like a longer attack on it. Let's see where that gets us. Where is it? I'm in the wrong section, that's why. I'm in pads and strings. Yeah, this is one, but that's not the one I'm looking for. It's P. Yeah, okay. We're going to take that off for now. I'm going to go ahead and increase it here. And I want to hear it with this on right now, and then we'll decide where. That's a lot. Let's back up a bit. Okay. It's not working. And that's okay. Like, that's okay that it's not working. But we tried the idea, and maybe there's still like something redeeming about this. Maybe it's the fact that there's too many notes in the sequence, and it's just getting muddy. Well, I know it's getting muddy, but maybe that's how we solve it. I know that phasing effect is really potent here. What if I turn down the mix on that? So it's at like a 40% mix instead of a 90. Yeah, I'm not vibing with it, but I am liking that Stratocaster.
I'm not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown. Oh, oh, A reflection of the sun. You shine your light where there's none. Ignited something deep in me. I feel a part has been set free. Never chase a flame. Got burned too much from that game, but when I look into those eyes, something makes me want to try. I feel the chain slowly fade, and then I think that I might deserve this life. I'm not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny. destiny. Seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels.
Let's try that. I'm not trying to record. What is happening?
This life, nice to complexities.
Yeah, I like that. I like the cymbal swell there. Although I don't know why it's all the way up there. It's already stuck in my head. Not mad about it though. Well, I'm glad you're not mad about it. Because, I mean, I've been really enjoying this song. I spent most of today, my free time, that is, just sort of listening to the demo that I had on my phone. And, I don't know, I'm just really vibing with it. I like the message. I like the general feel of it. It's really good. Thank you, Apple. That really means a lot. I'm working to get it to be a little better. Because I like the state that it was in. I just want it to be a little more full in sound. I think that, yeah, full in sound is the word I'm looking for. What if I drag this all the way over here?
I walk a path alone, the one that I have known, walking on for hours, brushing past desires, but something's on my mind, and I can't seem to find why the thoughts don't go away. I hope they're not here to stay. I feel myself start to close and ask myself if I deserve that life. I'm not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels.
I want to turn those down. Just ever so slightly, because they're a little too loud.
Life, not used to complexities.
Oh, yeah.
I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown. Oh, oh, A reflection of the sun. You shine your light where there's none. Ignited something deep in me. I feel a part has been set free. Never chase a flame. Got burned too much from that game, but when I look into those eyes,
I think I want to take out the bass there.
makes me want to try. I feel the chain slowly fade, and then I think that I might deserve this life. Not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny. Seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown.
I still gotta.
Kept my heart on hold. Learned that one still burns cold. When you can melt away the ice. Road ahead is rough. I feel I'm not enough for you. Maybe give it time.
What is it? It's D, E, D, E, A, G. Okay, yeah, that's doable. D, E, A, and then G. Oh yeah, there we go. Da, 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 da. I think, what am I don't know why. First off, I think the more I listen to this, the more I'm like, yeah, this sounds a little musical theater-esque. I think there's probably something to that. But it's that pre-chorus that really, like, starts to hook you a little bit. And then I think that I might deserve this life. I think the lyrics are supposed to be that life. Now that I think about it. It's supposed to be like a, do I deserve it? I think I deserve it. I think it's not like a, it's not like a, I deserve the life I currently have, like, oh, woe was me or something. It's supposed to be like a, it's supposed to be like a growth moment. I don't know. I'll need to re-record that sometime, but I have the, let me make sure that the lyrics are actually what they should be. Yeah, okay, it is that. Okay. The correct lyric is that. I will re-record that probably when I do proper vocals. These guitars. I need to think about this.
Noise to complexities. I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and, whoa, not that. I'm gonna shorten these a little bit more. I feel like we're taking too much time on them. Let me hear this.
Noise to complexities. I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how.
Yeah, that just ain't working for me. Hello? Why is the F disappearing? You know what? How? What? Can you just, like, stay where you're supposed to stay? Please and thank you. I'm just trying to get work done. There we go. Okay. Vader, stop in, say hi, and show some support. Welcome on in with Samuel G. How are you doing? I don't think I've seen your name around here. Welcome on in. My name is Time. We're composing music live. We're working on an instrumental for this new song that's been eating at my brain for since TwitchCon, so mid-October. I think it's been like 3 weeks now, going into 4 weeks. No, 3 weeks. But yes, thank you so much for stopping by and showing support. That really means a lot to me.
I walk a path alone, the one that I have known.
Maybe not that loud.
Walking on for hours, brushing past desires.
I'm very
Some things
hesitant to start doing automation now because that's going to completely mess everything up down the line, but I need to try something.
Why the thoughts don't go away. I hope they're not here to stay.
Okay, let's hear that. That's still really loud.
I walk a path alone, the one that I have known.
Let's try that, because I think the tail end of those strings is really getting to me.
I walk a path alone, the one that I have known. Walking on for hours.
Yeah, something like that should be fine. Can't complain. Thanks for asking. I'm a newbie here. I usually game on YouTube, but I've been working on a solo album for about a year. I love watching people compose scratches of brainage. I love watching people compose too. I cannot find a whole lot of people that do that on Twitch, but man, it is so fun to watch people do that. This is a public call out right now. We need more people to compose live. I cannot be the only one carrying this genre. I don't. Obviously, I'm not the only one carrying this genre. I'm probably like. There are several people who do it. Music streams are so fun to watch. They are. They really are. I love finding new people who just create art. I love watching I don't know why. Music streams are just really cool. You get to see something built from the ground up. In a similar way that you can like watch someone paint. But and I do love watching people paint, mind you, but music is where I reside the most. So that's just sort of my where I find a lot of satisfaction just watching people create art. And of course, it's like nice getting some inspiration from other people. But yeah, no, that's cool that you've been working on a solo album. If you don't mind me asking, what type of genre do you write? This is not my typical genre. I'm gonna say that right now. This is just something that I've been coming up with. We're feeling it out, and so far it's just been really fun.
Hope they're not here to stay. I feel myself start to close and ask myself if I deserve that life. I'm not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny. But seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels,
I'm
but
gonna bring
I
that
can
even
tell
more.
it's real.
It's just a little too slow for my liking, and I don't know why. Sooner I can get this locked in, the better it's gonna be. So
I'm not used to complexities.
I think that's it.
I don't believe in destiny. But seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown. Oh, oh.
What are you up to after stream? Haven't decided. Why? What's up?
A reflection of the sun. You shine your light where there's none. Ignited something deep in me. I feel a part has been set free. Never chase a flame. Got burned too much from that game, but when I look into those eyes, something makes me want to try.
I don't know if I'm liking that specific sound. It might be a little too breathy for what we're doing here. But
then I think that I might deserve this life.
it's a metal album. As for what kind of metal, it's a bit all over the place. I come from a place of loving classical jazz, outlaw country, absolutely crushing metal. That is insane. If you're, hang on, I gotta pause to talk about this. Genre fusions are some of my favorite like niche categories because it can be so if done well, it can be so interesting. I can't. I guess okay. My most like basic example of like genre fusion would probably have to be Sleep Token. I love Sleep Token. The fusion of EDM mixed with that rock sound. Holy crap. That like that itches something in my brain and I love it. Well, me streaming depends on if you're playing that Pixelmon thing. Do you want to? I'm down to play on the Pixelmon server. After I'm done here. When that'll be, I don't know. So it's predominantly a metal album, but has other influences. Also, the song you're working on sounds great. Thank you so much. I started this song off like so. Bug can attest to this. I was working on this song late into the night during TwitchCon weekend. And for the past couple of weeks after TwitchCon, I've been sort of kicking myself around trying to get it done. Because I've sort of just run out of. Yeah, you woke up my fuck ass. I did. I'm so sorry, Bug. This was genuinely one of those cases where I had an idea and I could not go to sleep without getting it done, or at least getting something done. Well, who's all gonna play? Because I was going to do Outer Worlds 2, but if there's a decent few, then you know. I'm honestly not entirely sure who's on the server. I don't care. I was just jolly to be alive. We love that. We love that mentality. But yeah, no, I don't know. We can take a look to see who's online. This isn't really one of those cases where people like get online for like a specific time or like for a specific stream. People just get on to get on. I do want to catch more Pokemon. I've been itching to do that a little, but I don't know how to check. I don't know if I'm even whitelisted. That's a good question. I don't know either. There's no real way to tell. Unless you try and like log onto the server. Which, I mean, at that case, I would just say, yeah, try logging onto the server and see if you're whitelisted. If not, then send a message in the SMP chat. I'll do a 5-hour Outer World stream tomorrow afternoon, maybe. Then, because I wanted to stream for a decent bit. Yeah, no, that sounds like a good idea. Depending on the time, I might try and watch that. Cause, I don't remember. Did I follow you on my work account, Bug? I've definitely watched your streams during work, like during the times that like you are streaming. Because I think it was Yote, and I was watching that on my work computer. I can't remember if I followed you or not. But the good news is I got a watch that tells me when people go live. So if you're doing that tomorrow, I'll most likely be watching. You'll be my my entertainment while I do work. I've been putting on a lot of Twitch streams from friends. I can't talk in their chats. A, because I'm working. B, because my account is unverified and I cannot physically verify it because it requires me putting in a phone number. And I can't do that because it's already tied to the main one that we're watching off of right here. So, yeah. But I definitely lurk a lot in people's chats during my workday. So, if you see an account called TimeTrav_work, you know who it is. Anyway, let's get back to this, because I'm actually really enjoying this. I am having such a good time working on this and getting progress done.
I feel the chains slowly fade, and then I think that I might deserve this life. Lost to complexities, I don't believe in destiny. Seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind.
How modded the other server was. Yeah, it's heavily modded, and I'm just here like, I'm building a cherry grove tree house. I'm not touching the alchemy stuff at all. That just ain't happening.
I've kept my heart on hold. Learned that one still burns cold. You can melt away the ice.
Something sounded a bit off there. I'll figure it out later. I love Alchemil chocolate. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that does. All I know is that I've been handed stuff, and I'm like, cool. I got handed like an obsidian necklace or something. That's like if you take damage, it'll like the Black Panther like kinetic energy suit. It'll store it up, and then it'll just like disperse it out, dealing damage to those around you. Alchemical? Is that how I say it? Alchemical? You gotta understand, I am smooth brain when it comes to mods. Like, the only thing I know how to use in this server is sophisticated backpacks, and that's because we have it on Lunchbox. That's the only mod I know how to use.
The unknown. kept my heart on hold. Learned that one still burns cold. You can melt away the ice. The road ahead is rough. I feel I'm not enough for you. Or maybe give it time.
That's not right. That's why I figured it out. There we go.
The ice. Road ahead is rough. I feel I'm not enough for you. Maybe it's time. I'm not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny. But seeing how you shine, I've kept my heart on hold.
Ooh, so many notes here. Wow. Okay, this is what we're going to be spending the next couple of minutes doing. Minutes! Wait, why is it so quiet? Hang on, what? Ah, I see. I don't know why you're there. Actually, never mind. I know exactly why you're there. I pulled it from the one track that has automation on it. Yeah, alright. Okay. Is that good? Okay, let's try that. Hang on, I want to hear this thing in context.
Hold, learn that one still burns cold. You can melt away the ice. Road ahead is rough. I feel I'm not enough for you. Or maybe give it time. I'm not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny. But seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown.
I like it. It's such a cute little song. So I think, what did I say? I said that the Sonic Games is dropping next month. I think I said early next year. The film song, the Truth or Dare song, would be dropping. This honestly might come. This might drop, like March or April if things go right. I don't want to lock that in, but hypothetically, this might drop sometime around there. And one of the reasons why it's taking so long for that and why it's like 4-5 months out is because I need to market it. That's the one thing I suck at is marketing these these things. It's like I'm sitting on gold over here and no one's gonna know. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I do want it to release sometime next year. This track in particular. I don't really know why I feel like I want this to go out, but I do. And as for the Broken Mirrors 2 and where we are with that, I still don't have a release date for that. It's heavily in the works. There are some songs that I have not shown on stream and will not show on stream until the release date because it's a little lore heavy, and I don't want to spoil the lore just yet. I'm excited for it. I am too. I think just based on how people have like been receiving the song already, just in the stream alone, I am super excited to see what people think of when it actually comes out and when it's actually done. Because keep in mind, we're still in draft form. Like, we haven't finished it. But I am really liking it. This part in particular, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with, because I'm not the happiest with it.
Reflection of the sun. I feel a part has been set free. Never chase a flame.
I'm really loving the song and the meaning behind it. I am too.
That game, but when I look into those eyes, something makes me want to try. Reflection of the sun.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm thinking about keeping it just to like the second chorus. I'm not really liking it on the verse. I think the verse needs something else. What are you again? That's right. No, yeah. You can stay there. Let's try this for now.
Reflection of...
Okay. Let's thin this out. I'll probably keep the C sharp there, because that's the third. I'm not liking it as much as I think I did before. I mean, it works. Hang on, let me try putting it up the octave and just seeing where we get with that. Maybe that'll fix my opinion. Okay, I would like everything to move up the octave if that wasn't clear.
You shine your light where there's none, ignited something deep in me.
No. No, that's just not working. What else can we do? I'm looking for a pad that's not overly present. Let's keep going back to Omnisphere. One of these days, I will do a project completely without Omnisphere, and that'll be a real challenge. That'll be a bigger challenge than the concept art stuff. I could spend like 3 hours trying to figure out how to write a melody without Omnisphere, and that's going to be a real interesting day. What have we got? Aren't we already using that? Isn't that exactly what I, like, didn't want? What are you again? Yep, no, that is the exact same. Maybe?
Reflection of the sun. You shine your light where there's none.
Nope. That was a real throw off. I was expecting something better. Maybe?
Reflection of the sun. You shine your light.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring back all the notes very quickly.
Reflection of the sun. Where there's none, ignited something deep in me.
That's what I'm looking for.
I feel a part has been set free. Never chase a flame. Got burned too much from that game, but when I look into those eyes, something makes me want to try. Reflection of
I gotta figure out what exactly I'm gonna do with this, because it doesn't really sound like it's fitting in the mix. I like it, don't get me wrong. I think this is like perfect for what I'm trying to do. But now I gotta figure out like how on earth this piece is gonna fit into the puzzle. It's got the color that I want, but now I just need to find the space for it. I really hit that break, but it's whatever.
A reflection of the sun. You shine your light where there's none. Ignited something deep in me. I feel a part has been set free. Never chase a flame. Got burned too much from that game, but when I look into those eyes, something makes me want to try. I feel the chain slowly fade, and then I think that I...
Alright, how about we listen to this from the beginning? I am intrigued to hear what this will sound like, considering first off, we haven't listened to this whole thing in like an hour and a half-ish? I'm excited. Because everything has been sounding good so far. We just got to hear it in context and sort of get an idea as to where we're going. Alright, let's just dive in.
I walk a path alone, one that I have known, walking on for hours, brushing past desires, but something's on my mind, and I can't seem to find why the thoughts don't go away. I hope they're not here to stay. I feel myself start to close and ask myself if I deserve that life. I'm used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny, but seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone,
I'm liking it.
you can show me the unknown.
I think those guitars need to get a little more mixed in, but I think we're getting there. I'm not gonna throw them out. I think they should stay.
A reflection of the sun. You shine your light where there's none. Ignited something deep in me. I feel a part has been set free. Never chase a flame. Got burned too much from that game, but when I look into those eyes,
There's a little bit of weird timing there that I gotta
makes
fix.
me want to try. I feel the chain slowly fade, and then I think that I might deserve this life. I'm used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny. Seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not...
Damn it. Fucking damn it. What track is it? 7? Yeah, we'll freeze it. We'll freeze it, that way we don't need to worry about that. The problem is that with stuff like this, I run everything off a laptop, mind you. The CPU is atrocious. And it really makes stuff like this an absolute pain in the ass. But fear not. We have stuff in the works. Stuff is moving. And the laptop might not be in use for very much longer. Consistently, that is. All right, now that we've got that freeze, let's go ahead. Frozen.
Complexities. I don't believe in destiny. Seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown. I've kept my heart on hold, learned that warmth still burns cold. You can melt away the ice.
I love that bridge.
The road ahead is rough. I feel I'm not enough for you. Maybe give it time. I'm not used to complexities. I don't believe in destiny. Seeing how you shine somehow made me change my mind. I don't know how this feels, but I can tell it's real. Maybe if I'm not alone, you can show me the unknown.
Nice. I like it. It's in a good spot. I think there's probably a few like minor changes that I want to do to the track. I don't. I think though that all the instruments are pretty well set. There might be some stuff that changes, like if I find a better like sample sound that I'm looking for. This in particular, I think needs to be changed to something else. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what I'm looking for the second chorus or for the second verse. My problem is, or I guess the problem is, we start off the song with just piano and just the vocals. And we make our way up to this really nice build in the chorus.
I don't know how this feels.
And I feel like theoretically we should probably go back to just the piano and the vocals. But the dynamics of the song feel like it should be somewhere just above it. It should have something else there. And I'm trying to find what it is. I don't think it's strings. I think the strings are a little too much because they sit really nicely with the chorus. They sound nice and full. It's, oh man, it's a puzzle piece I'm like trying to find. I love it. I do too. I'm really happy with this project as like sort of a one-off. Once again, I don't know where it's going to fall in the grand spectrum of the things that I do and the stuff that I write. But I really like it. But yeah, I think that'll probably be something I solve in my off time. Considering that a lot of the stuff I do currently is in my off time. But I don't think there's anything else that I have on the docket for today. No, fortunately not. Time to come back to the VOD to listen to it now. It's stuck in my head. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll post it in my Discord. So if anyone's interested, let me go ahead and put the Discord command. You will find this track as a work in progress underneath the album releases. It's not going to be pinged or anything. It's just going to be like, hey, I did this. And I'll post this version of the track because I really like it. The other option would be just the pianos and vocals, which I do have a audio copy of. But I do really like how this sounds. I'm trying to figure out what exactly the... I'll keep this in for now. Maybe I'll come around to it later. This is another one of those cases where I'll need to sit on it for a few days and just, like, forget about it, come back to it, and then rejudge it from there. But yeah, this was a really fun stream. Is there anyone live that we can raid out to? I do not know. Bug, are you still here? Are you going live? I'm gonna put on some music in the background while we finish up the stream here. That's super loud. There we go. Yeah, let's move over to the Just Chatting stream. Just Chatting screen. Yes, there we go. I can English. All right. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any friends that are live that we can raid at the moment. Very unfortunate, but you know, we do stream at odd hours here. Thank you all so much for joining on today's stream. Let's go over the schedule for the week. Wednesday, we'll be doing Lunchbox again. We'll be finishing up the overworld biome and moving on to something else. What it is, no idea. Or I guess maybe not finishing it up, but working on the aviary. Finishing the aviary and then doing all that cool jazz. Thursday. I have no idea at this point what Thursdays are. I think last Thursday I was extremely tired. To the point where I couldn't really even, like, stream. And on Saturday, we'll be having a Light Channel video. So Light Channel video will be Lunchbox. It'll be an old VOD that I actually had to dig up to find because I was like, yeah, I want to make a video on this specific thing. So that'll be going up Saturday, 12:30. And yeah, I think we might do a stream on Sunday. I don't know if we can make Saturday because that is my dad's birthday. But yeah, so thank you all so much for tuning into today's stream. It was absolutely fantastic, and I'm really glad that we were able to work live and that you all were able to join me along the way. Have a good night. You too, Apple. Have a good night. And to the rest of you, I'll catch you all on Wednesday. Bye-bye.